continuing our study of the T-Bone Walker style, we're now going to have a look at bar 12 of our 12-bar blues. So instead of having the customary D7th or D9th chord in bar 12 as a turnaround chord, we're going to use a D augmented chord. And that's the symbol for augmented, the little plus sign. And what that means is that the augmented chord is a D chord with a sharpened 5. That's what augmented means, a sharpened 5th note. Now before we get right into it and have a listen to how the D augmented chord sounds in our 12-bar blues progression, I just want to take a moment to show you a really neat way of playing augmented chords on the guitar. I'm just going to begin with a C major chord, just a standard C major chord, and in this instance I'm not playing the first string or the 6th string. I have the key notes, the root notes, marked as open dots, and we have the 3rd note of the chord on the 4th string at the 2nd fret, and the 5th of the chord an open G. So as we've just discussed, the augmented chord is a major chord that has the 5th sharpened. So if I just take this open G and sharpen it by playing the 1st fret on the 3rd string, by making a little bar just across here. Actually I'm going to bar right across the 1st string as well, but I'm really only wanting the 2nd and 3rd string to sound. I will have a C augmented chord, and here's how that C augmented shape would look on the guitar. Now the really neat thing is we now have a movable shape. Remember, we're not playing the 6th string or the 1st string, and we do have our first finger barring across the 1st, 2nd and 3rd string. However, we only want the 2nd and 3rd string to sound. We're just muting out the 1st string. Now we'll be able to easily find our D augmented by just moving this chord shape up 2 frets. Let's have a look at D augmented. And so here's our D augmented chord. This is the one we're going to use in our 12-bar blues for the turnaround. So just to summarize the augmented chord, we now have a movable shape that we could move up and down the fretboard to play any augmented chord we might need to play. All we have to know is the name of the note that's located underneath our fingers where the clear dots are. So if we needed to play an E augmented, for example, we would just move this chord shape up 2 frets higher to where the E is located at the 7th fret on string 5, and that would be E augmented. But let's go across and have a listen to our 12-bar blues now with the D augmented as the turnaround chord.